All right, so first I think that the Queen of Swords, this can be another person. This could also represent your energy for the week. If it's your energy, I'm seeing someone who, for the moment, for the week, is feeling distant. Emotions you're keeping at bay, possibly because you have a lot of underlying fears that are happening or deep emotions underneath the surface that you're not yet ready to reveal or just confront. I think with the Queen of Swords energy, you're taking a logical approach. You are communicating this week with other people, but you're keeping, again, emotions feel like they're out of it. You're trying to disguise whatever it is you're feeling for the week. And I do think there's a lot underneath the surface. And you're trying to maintain this cool, calm approach to not give anyone insight on what's going on. Now, I mean, with the moon there, this speaks to a week that could be a little bit nebulous, confusing. You don't exactly know where you're headed or what's going on. You know, I don't really feel it here. Sometimes this comes up for me for romance, but I'm not really feeling it here. I think you just have a lot of mixed emotions going on. With the Two of Pentacles, I think you're trying to juggle and sort out your feelings. And for the meantime, you're keeping, this personality to sort of protect yourself as you try to sort how you feel between the moon and the Two of Pentacles. Some of you might have confusing energy surrounding work responsibilities. Others, I think this is just being confused and juggling those emotions, honestly. Now, it is possible that the Queen of Swords is someone that you're dealing with. If so, I feel like this is a tough personality that you're coming into contact with. If it's a friend, then I do feel some difficulty in regards to communication and how you two are interacting. And I feel like you don't understand what's going on with this connection. And again, you're trying to figure out what's going on. With the outcome cards, it's very interesting because we have the Page of Cups and the Hierophant. And I see the Page of Cups as an invitation. And this can be an invitation for some form of, I do think, I know it's weird, but sometimes I think retreat when I see the Hierophant. I don't know if many others do, but I'm seeing that here as an opportunity that's coming in. Maybe it's tied to work, because I do get the Hierophant as representative of corporations. Now, for some of you, this could, I can't deny that it can also relate to a marriage proposal. Because the Hierophant, again, is a very traditional card and can represent a marriage. But if that's the case, I don't really see a yes so much as sorting out how you feel. Or rather, if you do say yes to someone, it's like internally, your mind, your emotions are telling you something else, or you don't feel as enthusiastic about an opportunity as you would have anticipated because you feel so confused about how you're feeling. But I feel like the outward expression that's coming forward, it feels traditional. So you might be expressing happiness or joy or taking on an opportunity or someone's invitation or proposal, but internally you're going a little crazy on this decision. Okay. Queen of Swords. Lovers. All right, I wasn't thinking about anything, so this is on the side. Okay, so Queen of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This can be someone who's tied through work or who is a family member. This is my generational card as well. This could be you taking a cold, hard approach where work and money is concerned. Or I'm getting establishing ground rules. That just came up in my mind as well. Perhaps you're trying to control the financial side of things. But still, you have, all right, so with this emotional confusion that's coming up, we have the Lover. So there's a connection here to a romantic partnership. For some, this could be a decision. And again, because we have the Two of Pentacles, we have this opportunity, invitation that's coming up, proposal, as I've said. And I think this emphasizes this indecision on the choice that you've made, because I feel like you've given an answer and it's most likely positive, but internally you're thinking something else. So I feel like you're heavily in the dark or uncertain about a romantic connection. You might be agreeing to something because of family. Might even be your mother in particular. That's the person you're trying to please, or who you consider, what do I want to say? That could be the person who's responsible for the choice or choices that you're making this week. All right, Two of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords. So with the energy of back and forth, juggling and indecision, we got the Six of Swords, which means moving on to a calmer period, or even just moving. Maybe for some, this opportunity is to move in with someone and you've said yes and you're questioning it after the fact, or again, as you say yes, you're inside there saying, I don't know if I'm ready. And you're thinking about the positive and negatives involved, you know, trying to maybe even convince yourself in regards to the decision. It can involve a trip and not just like permanently moving, but I feel for most, this is actually moving in with someone. Then with the Hierophant, we have the Ten of Wands. And I think this is a burden that you want to drop. I'll leave it reversed. I think even though this opportunity is something you're agreeing to, you kind of wish you didn't, or you're afraid of the burdens it might bring and you want to drop it. And then as an outside card, because I wasn't thinking of anything and it just dropped, we have the World. So you are achieving some sort of completion or new stage. But I'm going to say that I think this stage is something that you might be having cold feet in regards to it, or you're just questioning it a lot this week. It could be as temporary. It is just a reading for a week. It involves, yeah, that is a male. Not Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. There's a potential partner here. It can involve work because it's Pentacles card, and yes, because I always say male, but it can represent a female. So there is some cycle completing or achieving some sort of new stage where either money, work, your career is concerned, or again, someone who is a partner of yours. And you two are essentially going to the next level. So we have the Five of Wands here. So with this emotional connection, news, invitation, you've got a struggle. And I feel like this struggle is internal again, because I'm seeing that with this energy here. That on the inside, again, you're going back and forth and trying to figure out how to approach a situation, or maybe even get out of a situation you already agreed to. All right, Sagittarius, we start the week with the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. This is an offer coming. It can be romantic. Someone's asking you out. Someone's interested in you, giving you compliments, something like that. That could be coming in. You could be doing that to someone else. And this could be you deciding to take action. You're interested in someone or something, so you're going for it. You know, this could also be inviting someone in particular, or you being invited to some form of event. With the Chariot, I actually feel like, yes, you'll go. Yes, you'll say yes, but there's a part of you that might be a little iffy, because sometimes with the Chariot, it's like being pulled in two directions. You know, for me, you got two here. They might have different mentalities towards how to get to a destination. So part of you might be like, oh, I really want to go. The other part of you, for whatever reason, is feeling the opposite. But for the most part, I think this is accepting some form of proposal. This could be a trip. This could require a car as well, taxi or whatnot. Someone's offering to pick you up. Now, whatever that is, it's obviously something that brings you some form of joy. At the same time, see, again, I get this mix, this duality that's coming up, where it's like happy, emotionally content. This is exactly what you wanted. At the same time, so much to deal with. Do I want to deal with this now? I wanted it, but all the hard work that's going to be involved to continue with it. Is it gonna, should I, shouldn't I? There's this mixed energy I get, this vibe of being pulled in two different directions. Partially, one, because yes, it's going to make you happy, so why aren't you doing this? Go for it. That's what you're saying to yourself. The other side of you is concerned with all the work involved in saying yes to some form of proposal. Like, do I have the time? Am I up for dealing with all the bullshit, or the bullshit that might come with this circumstance? Maybe that's on your mind. And then even here I got some sort of mixed energy. Queen of Swords could be you, and this could be an air sign, but this could also be how you're reacting to a situation or this romantic offer that's come in. This could be you, trying to take that cold, hard approach or really think things through logically. Like, you're not listening to what your emotions say. You don't care. You want to see if it's the right thing. If logically, again, it suits you. That's the vibe. Now, this can also, as I said, be someone else that you are about to go on a date with, become involved with, buy a home with, or something like that. Because again, she's so serious. I feel this most likely might be you, where you're feeling quite serious about circumstances this week. You're not taking anything lightly. And this could be how you're approaching the dating world, or some form of event that you got coming up. You're like, there are no games here. I feel like there are no games, and it's not about just having fun for you. That's what I'm getting. So some of you might be in disbelief, that someone has asked you out, or this opportunity has come up. Maybe on some level you don't trust it. And I say that because the outcome cards are the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. And I get emotions and love coming up here in general. Your dating life is coming up with the 4 of Swords, or just this is an invitation to, be someone's date at an event, something like that. This is a celebration that you're being asked to go to. And again, you are more than thrilled about it, but at the same time, it's a burden. I've already said that. And then the outcome cards promote this duality where there's something about hard work involved in this relationship that you're contemplating if it's the right choice. And you're like, oh, do I? I don't know. Is this the right decision? And there's so many options. It feels like there's a lot of things on your mind that you're considering. Maybe you have different directions you want to go in, or different things that you're contemplating that you just don't know if the hard work is worthwhile. I think that you think this situation is going to end up being a lot of work for you, and that leaves you a bit apprehensive over saying, yeah, I'll help out, yeah, I'll go with you, yeah, I'll be your date. I feel this iffiness towards saying yes to someone. Let's see, Queen of Swords. King of Wands. See, definite partnership is coming into the focus. So this could be someone, again, who's asking you out. You've never really been with them on that level before, and you're questioning it. Maybe there's something about their personality you don't quite trust. Maybe they're too aggressive for you, or they have a temper with the King of Wands. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles here. And I feel like on some level you think you need to let something go, whether it's the fact that you're stuck in your head, you can't make a decision, again, can't accept the happiness, this joyful opportunity for what it is. And on some level, I think you want to let go, but you're resistant. You're probably resistant to change. I get that vibe of resistance to change for the week. Maybe some of you are considering using work as an excuse. Like, I can't do something because I'm going to be so busy. I'm working overtime. I've got things to do around the house. I can't do it. That's the vibe I'm getting. But, because these 3 on their own are quite lovely to look at. But there's energy around it that leads me to believe you're questioning it. You're unsure. You kind of want to back out and want to focus on something else. But so we'll see how the week turns out for you guys. Hopefully it turns out well in general. And as always, thank you for watching, and until the next readings.